Delhi's air quality has shown a slight improvement as it has now moved from the severe category to the very poor category with an overall AQI at 368. Earlier, of course, on the 28th of November, the Commission for Air Quality Management in the National Capital Region as well as adjoining areas have lifted the pollution curbs under Stage 3 GRAP measures across the National Capital Region after the improvement in air quality. The Stage 3 GRAP measures initially started on the 2nd of November when the AQI had reached alarming levels. From the looks of it right now, there is no relief for Delhiites anytime soon, though even as the air quality still remains in the very poor category. You can of course see visuals of different areas in Delhi. This is a Signature Bridge. Now you can see Red Fort. You can see the slight improvement that is taking place over time in the national capital. Of course, the smoke show has been going on for a very long time. All of us, we can, at least those living in and around the National Capital Region, we can see it, we can smell it. This takes place year after year after year. Yet we see no improvement and no change during this particular time of the year. On your screens right now are certain drone visuals captured in Bhajanpura region. You can see the pollution. You can in fact see the fact that the particles in the air are in fact having an adverse impact on everyone's health in and around the national capital, because it's not just Delhi that is affected. It is even other towns, other important cities, whether it is Ghaziabad or Noida or Faridabad or Gurugram, in and around the national capital, which are adversely affected. Meanwhile, joining us live on the broadcast is my colleague Brian Anthony Thomas. He's joining us live from India Gate. Brian, what is the situation like on ground over the course of the past month? You have been reporting from India Gate almost every morning, showing us the situation. How is it like today morning?
December has come, but still what we are on ground and what we see is still there is no response.
Well, of course, there seems to be a connectivity issue at Brian's end, but you can still see visuals on your screens. The AQI has been rather poor for quite a while now, and as Brian was saying, it is December now. It's been poor through the month of November. The Central Pollution Control Board has, of course, implemented various measures over the last month or so. It seems that Brian is back with us on the broadcast. Brian, over to you. What were you telling us?
We were saying that it's still there. The smog is still engulfing the very national capital, and even the regional meteorological center in New Delhi predicted that there is a very low possibility of rain. So that is a bit of an alarming situation, because earlier also when there were rains that was happening in the very national capital, so there was some respite after the rain, but now also the RMD is saying that there is a very low possibility of rain. And if we show you the visuals of the India Gate also, you can actually see and understand that it's still engulfed in that smog that is still there. That thick layer of smog has reached the very surface level. The stage 3 of GRAP have been lifted earlier, but also as a result of that also, vehicular pollution vehicular movement is also causing a big contributor to pollution, and as a result of that also a lot of problems are happening. We show you the visuals of the Rashtrapati Bhavan again also, and you can actually see and understand that it's not visible. The visibility is literally zero. There's still problem, and even every third child in Delhi is asthmatic. So these are the situations that is arising. Doctors are continuously giving advisories. Here also when we are on field also, we could see and understand that when there is rain, there is definitely some respite, but again it goes back to square one. It goes back to again being in the severe category. Right now also we are at India Gate, and the air quality here is around 400. So it's fluctuating, but again, there is no respite. If there is rain, then after that, there can be some respite, but still the RMD is clearly saying that there is a very low possibility of rain. So yes, in the future course of days also, we don't think there will be any respite to the residents of Delhi. Yes, Pia.
Indeed, Brian, it does seem that there is no respite that will take place very soon. Stay on with us. I will come back to you in just a short moment, but I'd like to highlight what exactly Brian has stated. We have in fact spoken to a slew of doctors over the course of the past month who have informed that they have also witnessed people with pulmonary problems facing issues. Those with asthma and bronchitis have also had their issues aggravated over the course of the past month or so, and this is something that they have observed that takes place usually around this time of the year over the course of the last 5 to 6 years. Meanwhile, Brian, are there people who are in and around, especially morning joggers over there, because the earlier times when you join us, there would be people out and about jogging early in the morning. Are there people out there right now? If there are, could you speak to them, and could we sort of try to gauge what exactly they are going through at this point?
Also, because the doctors are continuously giving a lot of advisories especially to the morning joggers and morning walkers to stay indoors, because in this point of time, in this rising air quality, the breathing becomes a very difficult situation. The breathing becomes 4 to 5 times more. So and even the doctors are giving advisories to to parents, to elderlies, to pregnant women to just stay indoors, and even morning walkers or morning joggers who, especially in the morning time, at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. they come to the India Gate to run. But right now also, for the past few days that we have been here, you have been reporting, we do not see a lot of people coming in the morning, because I think they are taking the doctor's advice very clearly, because the normal days that earlier also when we spoke to them, they also clearly said that when they are walking or jogging in normal days versus when they are walking or jogging right now, there's a much of a difference. There is a big contrast to it, because they are facing that their breathing becomes 4 to 5 times an issue. They have to wear masks continuously. So yes, tons of problems that people are facing. Every third child is asthmatic because of the rising air quality and the smog. So it has literally become a gas chamber, and as a result of that also, the morning walkers, the morning joggers, the people who are running has actually, it has declined a lot. Yes, Pia.
Indeed, Brian. And even as we are speaking, our colleague Arzu is also joining us on the broadcast this morning. Arzu is joining us live from Ganesh Nagar. Arzu, over to you. What's the situation like in Ganesh Nagar? Brian has, of course, shown us a rather bleak picture near the India Gate. So how is it like? Do you have people near you? I can, of course, see there are people who have woken up this morning in and around. There's a lot of traffic that's there behind you. So can you take our viewers through what's the situation like?
Well, right now I'm near the Ganesh Nagar, and you could see, the traffic at this particular place. And if you see behind me also, there is a haziness in this road also. So as my colleague Brian has in fact shown you the pictures, like the haziness is there in the weather. Also, the relief that the Delhi people has got, the temporary relief from the rainfall has not now can be seen, because again the AQI has reached to the severe category. Today Delhi's overall AQI is at 377. And also the AQI at the Anand Vihar is close to 400, so which leads the air very dangerous and hazardous for the Delhi people. In fact, the morning walkers have decreased, as they are saying that they have started facing breathing issues and several throat infections. The number of patients, in fact, in the hospitals have gone up. So all these problems that the Delhi people are facing from the pollution is very serious. In fact, yesterday, the Environment Minister of Delhi, Gopal Rai, has said that the government, this is the central government who can do it, because 3 and 4 has already been revoked, and earlier when the situation was
Arzu, there seems to be a network issue. We will try sorting that out. But in the meantime, of course, as Arzu has indicated, there is a politics brewing regarding this matter. Yet, it is the people of the national capital and those living around the national capital who are suffering time and time again. And it is imperative to address this issue.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.